I got Iweala. When I'm talking to the president, she's talking to the finance minister, Obasanjo. Okay. Former Nigerian President Obasanjo has said, leaders must look for capable people who can help solve national problems instead of trying to handle everything alone. This one that is there now, it's not as if he's trying to even handle everything alone, but the ones that are even there, they are not competent. That's the problem. The ones that he has put in the helms of affairs of Nigeria are not capable one bit. Speaking during an interview on advocacy for good governance, Obasanjo recalled how he searched for experts during his first term in office. He explained that although late Adamu Siroma was his neighbor and a respected figure, he needed someone with deeper knowledge of international financial institutions. According to him, that search led him to Okonjo Iweala, whom he described as highly competent and technically sound. He said that experience and understanding of global finance became important to his administration at the time. Obasanjo explained that while he focused on discussions with presidents and prime ministers, Okonjo Iweala handled talks with finance ministers. That's like splitting of jobs now, like, oh, you do this, I'll do this, and that is how it's supposed to be. To ensure Nigeria's interests were properly represented, he noted that teamwork and expertise were necessary to solving difficult economic challenges. True. The former president used the experience to advise governments facing challenges to actively seek solutions and bringing in skilled and knowledgeable people. He stressed that leaders should not ignore experts when trying to fix problems affecting the country. In his words, I needed her and I got her. When I'm talking to a president or a prime minister, she's talking to a finance minister. Hey, you hold the finance, don't leave him or her until he gets instruction from his or her president. That's nice. Now, wow. Why are you calling him a useless man? You and Atiku stole $16 billion for electricity. Shame on you. Hey, Iweala, feel like bicycle. Sweet James said so she could help navigate the funds for you now. Okay, may God it says OBJ the aging joker, spinning contradictions to stay relevant. Okay now. Even those who know can tell why Lagos Fed allocation was withheld for 3 years. Yet development was rapid and obligations were met. A whisper on the Enron project might trigger apologies from an old legend, because it was a blockade against development, and irony indeed. Champions do not scream on rooftops by themselves, but beneficiaries do. Okay? Bafo said, my president, you did that because you are not tribal president, unlike what you are seeing from APC's hand since 2015. May God don't let us see something like APC again. Charles says she is overhyped. Financial guru indeed. Is she not a financial guru? She is a financial guru now. Promise says they are real technocrats. She's a finance guru. RMO consultant says because she's Igbo, if that woman is Yoruba, even if she is equally competent, Igbos will insult her on this platform. Stupid tribal Igbo by God. Okay. James Collins says criminal. How is he a criminal? I don't understand. Criminal, go and arrest him now. John Iblakong says wisdom. Papa well said, don't mind those criminals clapping for failure up and down. Don't mind them. Viscount says mediocre, looking for mediocre lack of commitment and tribal nepotism being contributory. God please help Nigerians. Abdulmama says, but I don't think the present leadership thinks that way again, except party membership criteria used. Idea or no idea, anything goes in this regime. Anything goes. Emeka Shedrak says, Tinubu is not the president material. He is not ought to aspire for presidency. At least he's not supposed to be saying that he wants to go for second term. Like, why? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Water must take his level, but Tinubu is searching for election riggers, media dogs, trained to attack PO and all sorts of evil people. And they are all be that. James Cruz says Tinubu is the Lagos president, not a Nigerian president. Anofai says the man ruling Nigeria presently is not different from animal at all. Touchboy says after the debt relief and all the money which infrastructure did he undertake You buy the refineries, no railway. You buy Nigeria Airways. You buy the Jakarta Steel. What did OBJ do with all the money that he is providing today? During his time, China has not started building railways. Under place, yes, that is why Tinubu came to change the system. He did not change anything, no. He's spoiling it the more. Tinubu should do something, not complaining about the past always. He has failed totally. Let him admit that, exactly. You met problems. If you met problems, you are supposed to solve them. Why are you not solving the problems? Why are you adding to the problems? You are adding way more to the problem. First of all, says Obasanjo was the Nigerian president, while Tinubu is the Yoruba president. Tinubu is not for Nigeria, but for the Yoruba nation. Ambassador says, please enumerate the achievement of Okonjo Iweala. During your tenure and foundation built during your tenure that has been destroyed by subsequent administration. Go and Google it too. Google is your friend. Justice says, unfortunately, the current president is not interested in solving Nigeria's problem. He's not. He's not at all. He's interested in enriching himself and his cronies, so he has no business with competent hands that will help him in solving Nigeria's problem because he doesn't want to solve it in the first place. Ola Inkaolore says the difference between you and Tinubu is that Tinubu is an expert accountant while you are an engineer. Therefore, he knows all the financial issues that comes to him both internationally and locally. They deceive yourself. Guest 937 says Tinubu will only give appointment to his loyalists who know nothing about the economy and governance. Yes, putting square pegs in round holes. The worst thing that ever happened to this nation. Alaki Richard says any government that fails to hire technocrats to assist in the affairs of governance is bound to fail. Diboye Ochiko says, so good of you, Your Excellency, sir, but is this that what we are having now? If yes, it will surely show that they are not intelligent like that, much more those putting them in office, because we need problem solvers who can be smart enough to help move these lots green economy, even not so positive, onto greater heights. Alani says, we came to work while they step in to loot. They are looting a lot of money safe. It is well. Mohammed Musa says Tinubu is an idiot. Alabim Steven says, let Tinubu be. Why should we let him be? Fidelis replied and says, if you want him to be, let him return to Lagos and continue to be deceiving its adoration from lesser being like you. Nigeria is not meant to be like this, for God's sake. I'm telling you. It is well. God will help us. Now, listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.